Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. So, Nintendo Switch 2. Let's talk about it. So, first of all, if you guys didn't know, like a couple months ago, back like in the beginning of January, well, sort of beginning in January, like it was like the 16th or something, and Nintendo officially announced the first look of the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, let me just as you can see by my phone here, hopefully it focuses. I'll just get it off the screen. Well, you guys can kind of see it. But yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 has been officially announced. It was back in January. And then after that, and fast forward to April here, or literally yesterday, we got a whole entire direct based for the Nintendo Switch 2. Where we got the first looks of what games are coming to this Nintendo Switch 2. First of all, Mario Kart World, an open world Mario Kart game. I was not expecting that, honestly. But yeah, I'll pop a little bit of footage of it on screen here. And honestly, it is interesting to see a Mario Kart open world game. But we can travel around the world in Mario Kart, or we can play friends, so we can travel around the world with our friends. So that makes it 10 times better. Or if you have friends, unlike me. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Like that, as you see, our three favorite princesses. That's three different players. So yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize the penguin could be playable. Anyway, but not only that, but there's also some other games like upgrades from for the Nintendo Switch, just from Nintendo Switch games for the Switch 2, like Mario Party Jamboree, which is a Jamboree live show thing where you do with your friends. Honestly, I'm not gonna really play that. I'm probably just gonna buy it and just leave it to the dust because I don't really want to play that. X Drive. It is like a basketball wheelchair game that's kind of interesting, I guess. There's some games that'll be ported. Well, not really ported, and I get S is going to be coming to the Switch 2. It's really just partner spotlights, I guess. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment, and you guys can see it right there. Hold on, let me. Yeah, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment, and so. If you guys don't know, there's also another Hyrule Warriors game, based of the past from Breath of the Wild, which is Age of Calamity. I still need to get into playing that. And I played Breath of the Wild, nearly 100% it. I still need to find the Korok seeds and stuff. But I'll do that when I get the Switch 2, I guess. That's because there's gonna be a Nintendo Switch 2 edition for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so I guess that's gonna be a thing. But as for Hyrule Warriors: The Age of Calamity, I still gotta play it on the old Switch. But I guess I'll have to get a new Switch because mine is kind of old. Anyways, it's as for like other games that are coming to Switch 2, like games that already exist that are coming to the Switch 2. We have Cyberpunk, which 2077, which is gonna be interesting. Final Fantasy, which I'm not surprised. Of course, there's gonna be Final Fantasy and stuff. GameCube games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and so I might need to get into getting a Nintendo Switch Online account. But yeah, we also have Kirby Air Riders, which is a racing Kirby game, I guess. As a new DLC for the Nintendo Switch 2 for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and then of course I said earlier, Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are gonna have their own editions for the Switch 2, which is higher graphics and stuff. There's nothing special about it. It's just there's new frames per second and stuff, and everything else like that. And there is a new Kirby game. I mean, not Kirby. There's a new Donkey Kong game, which I'm hyped about. Let me just find this out here. Donkey Kong. Um, Forgive me if I pronounce the name wrong. Donkey Kong Bananas, whatever. It is a Donkey Kong open world game. So it's a Super Mario Odyssey, but with Donkey Kong. And I like that. We haven't had a new Donkey Kong game in like a hot minute. We just been getting remasters of old games from like the DS and the Wii. So I'm finally glad we're making a new game and it's open world. So that's good. But anyways, enough goofing around with all that. Before we get into the main event, there's going to be new accessories for the Switch 2. Oh, there's already one on the Switch as of right now, which is the chat feature, which is basically Discord, but for the Switch 2. Honestly, I like the idea. Don't get me wrong, though, but I feel like we can just still use Discord or something. And the chat. Well, we can just use the game chat thing, but still. And not only that, but there's also you can also share your screen so people can see your POV on the Nintendo Switch 2, like what character you're playing as, what way you're going in Mario Kart. And I like that. There's also a camera that you can buy, or maybe it comes with the Switch 2 already. I don't really know. We'll have to wait until it gets released. But yeah, as you guys can see, well, you guys can kind of see, and these four people in the background are places where they're playing. Of course, the camera's got to be connected, and we got the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, so people can see you and stuff. That's how it works. Alright, so it's gonna be available on June 5th, which, funny enough, is when the Switch 2 also gets released. And let me just June 5th this year. And as for the price, if we go to the official Nintendo.com website, you guys can see the prices for the system by itself, because there's also doing a bundle for Mario Kart World, which I'm gonna have to recommend you guys buy, because Mario Kart World, if bought separately, is gonna cost you $80, which is a bit too expensive in my opinion. And so yeah, I highly recommend you guys go for the bundle. Because as if we buy the system by itself, it's gonna be $450, which is $50 than the bundle. But if you buy the game separately, which is Mario Kart World, it's gonna cost you $80. So that's a little bit expensive in my opinion. I don't know why they didn't just make it $50 and call it a day. And I guess because since it's a first ever Mario Kart open world game. And I guess they're gonna add more stuff to it, so I guess that's why they're making it so expensive. I can't really blame Nintendo on that one, so no. But again, I still highly recommend you guys buy the bundle, and if you guys just want the regular box, I guess you can just wait until some stuff happens. Or who knows? Maybe you can wait for the console to go on sale for the regular console itself. And if you can buy that, save some money, go buy some other games for it. And just use the bundled one to use as your main console. But yeah. Oh wait, limited time production through fall 2025. So this bundle is limited time? It's gonna be a thing until fall all this year. Available while supplies last. Okay, interesting. I mean, there's nothing really special about the box. It literally just has that little sticker with Mario on his cart on the box. There's nothing really special about it. It's just the same box but with that little sticker of Mario on his cart, or along with the logo for Mario Kart World. So but for me, honestly, I will buy Mario Kart World at some point, and it's gonna cost me $80. I'm still gonna go for the $450 or Switch. I already made a request to buy it, and I'm not gonna buy it until like the far future, and by that I mean after the extension's built, because yeah, it's just I just can't, dude. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Of my opinion on the Switch 2. A whole lot of stuff of honestly thing I feel about the Switch 2. But I do like the fact that there's two USB-C ports, on one on the top and one on the bottom. It has 256 gigabytes of storage, which I like a lot. 4K for TV Revolution, and the dock supports 4K, so that's good. And there's a built-in fan to keep our Nintendo Switch cool down, which I don't think the first one has. Probably not. They would have done something with that. And if you have any games for the Switch one, from the Switch 1, you can import that to the Switch 2. Like Animal Crossing, for example. I still need to find my Animal Crossing game name. I'm sure it's somewhere around here. I have loads of games, and I just lost it. Done completely. I don't know why. But yeah, honestly, besides the price, I'm super excited to get my Switch 2. Again, $450 a little bit steep, but at the same time, all the stuff that they put into the Switch 2, it makes sense on why it's $450. So again, I can't blame Nintendo on that, and I can't blame anybody for that. And so, yeah, I'm also excited to play Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy on the Switch 2, because that's gonna be interesting. And Cyberpunk never came to the Switch because the Switch wasn't that powerful to play that amount of craziness. But the Switch 2 100% can. So yeah, now I'm kind of excited for a Switch 3. I highly doubt it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of the Switch 2? Is it good? Is it mid? Is it gonna fail? Well, I hope not, because yeah. Now, if it fails, I'm gonna be super sad for Nintendo, because they spent their heart, because they put their soul, sweat, and tears into the first look trailer, and this is what Nintendo said. Here's the trailer, or leave us alone. And yeah, bye.